Hi, this is Miss M. And before I go on with this video, would you click the like button and like this video and subscribe to my channel? Now listen, guys. Listen. I thought I'd get on here. So much stuff about Tasha K, Cardi B, and other people are fighting on the YouTube. And I'm just wondering, where is the love? Where is the love? I'm not sure, you know, there's no more friends anymore, people don't talk to their sisters and their brothers. I ran into someone that I know, um, well, I thought I know, and I asked her how was her sister doing. And she told me she haven't seen her sister in 2 decades. Well, actually spoken to her. And they live in the same city, blocks away. Now, it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad, with all the fighting, fussing. It's terrible. I'm not sure. I don't recognize this world. I don't even think I remember things being as bad as they are when mothers and daughters don't speak to each other. Brothers don't talk to each other. Sisters don't talk to each other. Cousins don't talk to each other. Family is estranged. I mean, it's really a sad time. Sad time. And the respect is not here anymore. It used to be where people would open the door, hold the doors for older people. But you know what they do? They let the door slam in your face. So where is the love? I mean, it's like everybody's mad at each other. You can always find something or to criticize someone, but yet you can always find something good in a person. You can find something bad in a person. Yeah, sure you can. But look for the good in a person. Try to be respectful to each other. Now, I don't understand why, YouTubers are bashing each other, talking about each other. It's sad. It's sad. It really doesn't have to be this way. You know, and I don't even think it's for clicks and views. I was out here today, because see, it's entertaining to me. To some channels are really, really good to listen to. I have a favorite blogger, and I'm sure that everybody does. I have someone that I like to be notified when she comes on. Straight from the A. I like her, but now I'm not going to sit in here and talk about different bloggers and things like that. But I did see a few people bashing that particular blogger. For what? Why? So I don't understand. I just don't understand. Are you running out of content that you have to talk about each other, bash each other, talk about people's body parts and all that? And that really got next to me when I seen this person or heard them talk about this lady, this beautiful black queen, talk about her and the body parts. But sometimes a real man don't do that, but sometimes men will do that, to try to make themselves look good. But actually, it makes them look bad. Talking about a woman like that, you know, that's not true. You know. So anyway, listen. I'm just wondering, where is the love? Where's the love? You don't see the respect anymore. You don't see. Uh, Mothers that was so strong, you know, when I was coming up, they didn't have anything, but they made sure that they educated their kids. And one thing about it, they didn't party with the kids. The kids was in a separate room, in another room. The parents was in another room. They made the kids go outside. They didn't drink, party, and dance with the children, and turking with your daughters, going out and partying with your daughters. I don't even know how much respect you think you're going to get if you're going to be partying with your daughters. See, mothers have their lives, the daughters and children have their lives, and when they grow up, they go their separate ways, and they have their partying friends, and you have your partying friends. But when you get out there and start dancing with your daughter, shaking to me, it just looks so bad. It looks so bad. And then you wonder why your daughters don't respect you. Well, they out there doing the same thing. And you out there doing the same thing they doing. They figure, well, I ain't got to respect her because she doing, you know what I mean? This is my buddy. It's my friend. You're a mother first before you anything else. Then you're a friend. You can't be dating these guys that your daughter's age, and it's just a bad look. It's a bad look. You know, just like the sons, the mothers, the first, when they get in trouble, the first thing the mothers will say, that my son didn't do it. That's your son on camera. That's him. No, my son wouldn't do nothing like that. But let me tell you something about your children, our children. You know, once they leave that house, they somebody else in them streets. You don't even know them. You know them when they're home, but when they hit that door, they someone else. So don't. It's good to be love your children, but when you start telling, saying that my son didn't do that, and a lot of you do know that your sons did that. But don't tell me that you don't know your kids. You know, when they in that house, let me tell you something. You know if your child did, or your man grown son, you know if he did something. You know that if he did, you know, did something bad. But to be the first one hollering, oh, my son didn't do that. And I understand the love for your children, but these, all the violence that's going on in this world, and the parents, where do you know that they're doing this here type of crime, and all this, you know, it's just terrible. I can't understand why the mothers don't see that in their sons. You know, why isn't the fathers in the home? And if the father's not in the home and he done went to another family, then that son, he feels like, that you abandon him. And actually, they do. The men have children to these women, and then once they go to another woman, they abandon them kids and raise up other kids. So the world is all crazy. It's all mixed up. Where people are taking guns and shooting in their cars and everything, and kids are in the car. They don't even care who's in the car. They just trying to target this person and hitting everybody but that person that they targeting. So I know that families have can that you got to have more influence these kids better than what you're doing. These sons are grown, and your kids are doing things, and you condone it, taking their money. You know what I mean? They're taking care of the home and everything. I know things is tough. It's tough for us all, and really at a time like this, it's really, really tough. But let me tell you something. I don't condone anything that my family would do. If you are wrong and you did this crime, you're going to have to do the time. You're going to have to, because if something happens to someone, to your son, the first thing you're going to be hollering that you want justice for him. But you got to listen, this goes for everybody. You know, you got to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. You want justice for your child if something happens to your child. Well, these mothers that are losing their sons and their daughters, they want justice too. They want that too, you know. Um, so I went through something like this here, and I don't want to talk about that right now, but I'm going to do, uh, you know, uh, uh, come out and tell my story about, the tragedy that I had in my life. Let me tell you something. It is time for you to get these families and these sons, because let me tell you something. These young men are leaving us every day. And it's not only the young men, it's the women, grandmothers, the kids, so there's so much hatred in the world. I mean, sometimes things I hear, even on the YouTube, how these women and guys, but it's mostly women, sitting around talking about each other. And I thought that these You come on your platform, celebrity, that's very useless. But I didn't think he was coming on these platforms, to talk about each other. I don't understand it. I don't, I just don't get it. You know, how some people can just be so cruel to talk about people, so bad. I listened to something today. I was out here, now I'm new to YouTube, and but still, and again, I don't care if new or old, you know, I don't, I don't see why people are on this YouTube talking about everybody like that, talking about each YouTuber, because you're all out here for the same thing, trying to survive, you know, trying to promote your brand, you know, and but it's so much hatred, name calling, bashing, and it's just sad. It really is, and just like Tasha K and Cardi B. Let's jump on that real quick. And I made a couple of videos about it. I wish these two women would have got together before they went to court. I wish they did, because everybody's talking about it. But let me tell you something. And listen, I said some things about Tasha K, and I do think Tasha K was wrong for what she said, Cardi B, when she said she knew it was a lie. She admitted, all that, But then I'd still say that she had time to, get it together. They could have came together, But to see these two women, go at it like this here. Now they're sitting in court, and this, it didn't have to be this way. It didn't. Nobody wants to take accountability for anything. They just don't. It's so easy to be nasty, mean. It's so easy, but it's also easy to be respectable, to be nice, to be kind. You know, because don't you want to treat people the way you want to be treated? I mean, it's really sad. Now I know Tasha K, and I'm sure she knows that what she said is wrong. She didn't probably, regretting that things are going this far. But let me just say this here: she, everybody's talking about I like Cardi B, and and Tasha K is not a fan of mine, and I don't think she ever would be. But she's still a human being, and everybody's bashing her now. So I have sympathy for Tasha K. Now, I mean, hey, I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. I have sympathy for both of the women, because I wish they didn't. It never would come to this. I ain't nobody. They don't know me. Hey, Tasha K got a big platform. Cardi B is a superstar. So listen. But I'm just saying, Tasha K has feelings too. And all the everybody's talking about her, getting clicks and views on her now. Maybe Tasha K might want to sit back and you know, revamp herself, you know, for lack of a better word. Uh because let me tell you something, everybody got some good in them, you know, everybody. And I feel for both of these women. I have sympathy for Tasha K as well as Cardi B. Now, I'm not going to stay too long. I just thought that I would, just come on here and just express how I'm feeling in the moment. Hoping things will work out for both of the ladies. See, I don't want to see anybody, bash another person, talk about another person, even if that person is wrong, even if it's wrong. And sometimes, you have to admit that you're wrong. You have to, uh, um, be accountable for what you say and what you do. There's consequences for everything, you know. So the internet is blowing up. I said that before. Oh, that's all you see now. So I'm actually getting tired of it. Really, I'm getting tired of everybody talking about Tasha K and Cardi B. I'm getting tired of hearing about them both. I wish them both well. I think Tasha K has a lot to offer. You know, If she just do things in a different way, but you can't tell nobody what to do. Evidently, she's doing something right. She has a lot of followers, you know. But anyway, um, subscribe to my channel and hit that like button, and I'll see you the next time I put out a video. Be safe and be blessed.